earth and around the sun. Say the word and we can say the word.
So good morning, fellow YouTubers. My name's Mike. This is the MDH Automotive channel, and as always, thanks for checking out this video. Obviously, you have figured out from the title and just the intro, we're talking about my 1960 Chevy Impala. First of all, let me talk about why this car is significant to me. This is definitely a bucket list car. I have wanted one of these cars for a very long time, and for those of you who know, this is a two-year body style. 59 and 60 had the bat wings, as they were affectionately called, and then that was it. They went away. And I have always loved the design. To me, those rear wings, the way they look, the way they're angled, they were completely different than anything else, and only GM was doing it. And I just have always loved them. So I knew that I always wanted a 59 or 60. That was definitely a bucket list car for me. Most people prefer the 59s. The 59s have the teardrop headlight, or the 59s have the teardrop tail lights. They have a little different hood, and most people actually prefer the 59. I actually like the 60. I like the three individual tail lights on each side. I like the front end design a little bit better. So for me, this worked out. I actually found this car last year when I was over at Hot August Nights. I didn't find it there. I was just looking online, and just so happened that the car was for sale. It was on the way back home from Hot August Nights, so my wife and I stopped off. I drove it, thought about it for a couple of days, made the guy an offer, and ended up going to pick it up. And I love the car. Okay, I apologize for that. Had to switch camera angles. My windshield mount is basically toast. I ordered another one, but it's not in yet, so I apologize. Anyway, like I said, I've had some issues with the car. I did have a fuel issue, which ended up being a fuel filter, no big deal. And then I had an electrical issue one night when I was driving it. It just died out on me. But Eddie was able to get that fixed pretty quickly. And when I got it, none of the gauges were working, speedometer didn't work. Eddie's gotten all that stuff working. It does not have self-canceling signals, so I've got to remember when I drive it, I've got to cancel the signals. It doesn't have power steering. It does have Willwood power disc brakes, so it does stop very well. The power plant for the car is a small block 350 that is very tired, and eventually it will have to be replaced. But for as many miles as I drive this car and for as often as I use it, it'll probably last me the rest of my life. It has a turbo 350 transmission behind it, and I suspect somewhere around the mid, like 355 gearing in the rear end. It'll cruise down the freeway okay, like 65 or 70. But yeah, I mean, it'll obviously do more. I don't know. I've never had this car up that fast because it needs an alignment, and it's a big car. It's a lot of car. It was never really designed to do 100 miles an hour, so I don't have any desire to do that. It's not a particularly fast car. It's got a nice sound, nice rumble, and it'll move down the road okay if you get into it. But like I said, I didn't buy this car for speed. I bought it for the looks, and I bought it for the design. I really like the way everything was done on it. I like the color, even though the paint is kind of it's an older, obviously a very older paint job. It's lost a lot of its sheen and shine, and the top is just a very flat gray, but I love the color combination. And I may see if I can get my detail guy to come over and detail out this paint and see if we can bring the green part of it back and shine it up a little bit more. There's a couple of dings in it that need to be knocked out too, so yes, there's a couple little projects left on it, but for the most part, not really. I just am enjoying this car, and I just want to drive it kind of the way it is and have fun with it. It gets a lot of looks, it gets a lot of compliments. I've even got a buddy that's already told me that when I go to get rid of it, he wants it, and he's spoken for it, so that's kind of cool. But I don't really see getting rid of this car anytime soon. I think I bought it right. I bought it at a good price, and I actually think I could make money out of it to sell it right now. But like I said, I have no intention of selling it. I would like to keep it. So the car itself, for being as low as it sits, actually rides pretty well. It's very comfortable. I don't have any problems over speed bumps. You know, these roads here in Merced County, they suck, but it's not horrible. It's definitely not the worst riding car I have. It's not the roughest riding car that I have. It's actually pretty good. The visors are typical of GM. They tend to fall down. That's why I have them kind of lean forward, as you can see right there. So, but no, it's actually a pretty nice riding, driving car. I enjoy it. So let's see, what else can I tell you about this car? It's got Boss 338s on it, 18s in front, 20s in the back. It's got some 275 tires in the back, which give it a really good look from the back. I especially, you know, liking the fins and the way they look, and then with the tires. I remember when we picked it up, Eddie was actually driving this thing home, and I remember watching it, you know, following it down the freeway, and thinking, man, this thing's got a really nice, for lack of a better word, ass. It really does. The car really looks good. It really looks good coming and going. Another cool thing that the previous owner did that I thought was really cool and I would have never thought of, the grille in it, he actually got from a first-gen Corvette and took the original grille out. And it looks so good. It looks like it was meant to be there. And it's just that little custom feature, little things like that that maybe a lot of people wouldn't notice, wouldn't think anything about, but it's there. And I've got the original grille if I ever wanted to put it back to stock. It's hanging in my shop. But I really like the looks of that grille, and I wouldn't change it, actually. So yeah, definitely not going to win any races, but it's respectable. And like I said, it's an older motor, so I'm not asking a lot out of it. Plus, this car is heavy. It's a big, heavy, whole lot of metal type of car. So I'm good with it. Like I said, you know, fits 2 of my 3 categories. Looks good, sounds good. I'm good with it. So yeah, let's get it back to the shop and end this video, shall we? Okay, so back at the shop, and for me, this is the money shot on this car. This whole back end really makes this car. It's a beautiful design. I think Chevy knocked it out of the park. Now, it wasn't without its flaws. I read somewhere that some highway patrol back east or something like that was using these back in the day, and they found that over 100 miles an hour the back end would get airborne. I guess lift would kind of go off these wings and it would basically act like an airplane and want to fly, which wasn't a really good thing. So another reason why you really want to take this car up, you know, that fast. I think about the most I've ever pushed it is about 80 miles an hour, and that's about it, and that's fast enough. Like I said, it's a good cruising car. I love it. I'm very happy I bought it. It should be around for a long time. I don't see it going anywhere. So with that, I'm going to stop talking about this car. And real quick update, I did get a text from the guy who's working on the GTO, and it sounds like that car is very close to being put back together. If not the end of this week, should be next week, and it should be back here in the shop. I'm excited about it. I'll finally be able to actually drive it after owning it all these months. So I'm looking forward to that. I also talked in my last video about buying another vehicle that I have my eye on. It did not pass smog. It's a vehicle that is required to be smogged in the state of California when you sell it, and every 2 years, and it didn't pass smog. So that's on hold at the moment. The owner and I have been talking back and forth. He is doing a tune-up on it and checking for vacuum leaks and everything like that, and going to try to get it to pass smog. And if it does, I'll still end up buying it, and I will take you guys along for that. But like I said, that's in a holding pattern right now, so I will keep you posted on that. And with the exception of that, believe it or not, we're still waiting for the rear axle for the 1941 Ford. It was supposed to have been in. They've been saying, oh, it's going to be in by this day, by this day, by this day. It was sent out. We know it's with UPS, but UPS, I guess their overnight delivery is not overnight. They've had it since the 18th, and today is the 25th. So if that tells you anything, I guess their overnight is not really overnight. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Luckily, it's not a big, huge deal as long as it gets to us in a fairly decent, timely manner, and Eddie can get it back together. I also ordered some gauges for the 41 because we found the speedometer and that one's not working, so I'm going to put a new set of gauges in. Next stop will be to get it down, get it all wired, get everything working, all the gauges, all light signals and everything like that, so it's completely street legal. And yeah, then a few finishing touches on that car and it will be good to go. I think that's it for right now, so I'm going to end the video. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I want to thank you guys. I'm over 800 subscribers now, which is awesome. Let's keep the momentum going. Let's keep building. I appreciate it every time I see a new subscriber. I am very, very happy, so thank each and every one of you for subscribing. Thank you for the comments. I love the comments. Please do
Leave me your comments on this video and any others that you like. And with that, guys, God bless. Take care. Have an absolutely amazing day.